So you're about to watch my first video with a special guest, but I gotta tell you, I did him an injustice by having a few technical difficulties that happened. So midway through the video, you'll see Pat is talking to a camera that's no longer there because it malfunctioned, my bad. And also you'll see the center camera that shows both me and Pat is not exactly sharp. Not all what you guys are expecting. My apologies about it. But watch the video, like it, leave your comments below, and Pat, you're welcome back on the show whenever you want, my man. It's Chris Jenkins with CharlotteVibe.com here with my game day after recap. And this day I have Pat Coletrain. That he don't even know which camera to look at.
No, you got too many cameras,
we got
man.
cameras
You got like 10
place.
cameras, man, so I don't know what to look at.
So you over there.
Okay.
I'm over there.
Nice.
And we
Okay.
are right here.
Okay, nice. I'm here, baby Bubba. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Hey, appreciate you coming, man. So look, I'm gonna tell you guys, Pat's here. He's my first guest. Happy to have this guy on. I don't know how long I've been following you, but I know once I came across you, I was like, this is a talented guy that I want to have on the show. So appreciate you being the first person on here. And if you guys are watching and you have somebody that you know is good, that's talking on the Panthers, they got a YouTube channel, something like that, let them know. I'm gonna try to have, 4 to 6 people out on during the season. And I'm lucky enough to get in this position. I realize that. I know a lot of people like Pat, you just need a voice and other people can hear you. So we're gonna have the information at the bottom of the video on how to follow Pat. And I want you guys, we're gonna get you at least 50 new followers. We gotta get you
at least 50, man.
At least 50,
yeah.
it's good
I'm
stuff.
trying to get to 16, man.
Trying to get to 1600. Yeah. So Pat, let's talk about the game yesterday. We had our season opener out in San Francisco, Carolina Panthers versus the 49ers.
Yes.
Final score 23-20.
Yes, it should have been 23-0.
23-0.
Let's go.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Hey, let's start by you giving me your high-level recap thoughts on the game yesterday.
High level, man.
Yeah.
I touched on this in my video. I did a review of the video. The review of the game. Basically, it was all defense, and that really made me proud. All defense. Our defense really carried this game, and it allowed Cam to really crank up because you could tell he was cold.
Yeah.
He was very cold. But our defense really showed up, and they showed out.
Let's give it a Cisco either. Was it thumbs down, thumbs up, or thumbs up, two thumbs up?
Two of them, man. If I had another one, I'll put that one up too.
3?
Yeah. Y'all put your thumbs up for your the defense, please, for your boy.
Yeah. You know, my take on the game was I think I got guilty of getting into that fan excitement of wanting to see all this explosiveness on the offense, explosiveness on defense, peppers coming out. Yeah. So at first, the first quarter, so I was kind of like, man, we ain't doing nothing. This game is kind of bad, but you look at it, and like you said, defensively, they were in control. I wanted to get on the defense for those big runs, and I looked at the stats before I came here, and they really didn't do a lot. But again, I think I was extra sensitive. But let's go ahead and dive into some more details on the game yesterday. We're gonna break it down into several points that I got here. First up, Cameron Newton. He's recovering from his surgery. Right. What did you think of Cam yesterday?
It showed that he's recovering from a surgery. That's what it looked like. It looked like he just had surgery. Yeah. It looked like he didn't play any in the preseason.
Threw 2 balls. Right?
And it looked like that. Like I said, late on in half, he looked better, a whole lot better.
Yeah.
But hopefully, this game is behind him, and in these future games, it'll look much better. Yeah. Much better.
I agree. He's always missed people, so you didn't come out expecting him to be a sharp shooter, right?
But he was off.
But when he missed Dixon,
he was way off. Way off.
You're like, hey. But he came around. He threw an interception of someone online. Pope, I think it was, asked me about the interception that he threw to Benjamin, was it? Right. I said, man, no, I can't get on him about that. That guy make a heck of a acrobatic catch to get that one. But second half, he got it together, was a lot more efficient. I think I have some notes that I didn't bring here, but he was, 3 for 15 or something maybe in that first half.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Came back and balanced it out pretty good, ended up doubling his passer rating.
I kind of touched on that in my preview video, that I knew he would come out and try to force it to Kelvin Benjamin. To me, that's always been his thing. And I think yesterday it really showed that, hey man, you definitely can't force it and you got a bad shoulder. I ain't saying the shoulder, but it wasn't 100% and it showed.
Yeah, I was trying to find it, but you guys can look it up on what his final stats were for the game. The other one that I want to talk about was Christian McCaffrey.
C-Mac Mizzle. C-Mac Mizzle.
And I tell you, man, what I noticed watching that game was outside of, I feel like, man, are we going to give him the ball like every single time?
That's what it looked like, man.
Every single play. Do we
That's
have
what
to
it
give
looked like.
Chris? I mean, we're excited too.
Yeah, man.
But don't sleep on my man, Jonathan Stewart, because
Right.
I've always wished that before McCaffrey came was that Cameron Artis-Payne, to me, is a pretty solid dude, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I love Jonathan, but he does get hurt. So let's just limit his carries and split more, not exactly a Jonathan Stewart, D'Angelo Williams. Let's
Right.
give him some more, and it never happened. So I was for McCaffrey coming in and helping him out, but I'm like, don't just sit him down and have him get all rusty and tight.
That whole scheme, I don't know what Shula was doing, but it didn't make sense to me. I felt like we have a great combination of running backs. And what I want to see is the beat 'em up and heat 'em up. If you watch my videos, if you watch your boy videos, you know I call it the beat 'em up and heat 'em up.
Okay.
Beat 'em up with Jonathan Stewart.
Okay.
That's what you do.
Okay.
And then heat 'em up with C-Mac. He didn't know what he's doing. You know, he's just forcing the ball to Christian McCaffrey, and it just didn't look right. I mean, I understand what they were trying to do. They want to get him more involved, and a lot of people say that they were kind of, it seemed like they wanted to give him a lot of touches. It
Seemed like?
Right. That's what it did. But really, Jonathan Stewart had more carries than him. You know, Jonathan Stewart had, I think, 18, and he only had 13.
Let me see what
yeah,
I
check
tell
the
you.
paper. Check the paper. Is your boy right?
You're right.
Oh.
Stewart had 18.
I'm good.
18.
Y'all
McCaffrey.
know I ain't that good with stats, but that's
But you
just,
got it. And
but
McCaffrey
that's
had 13.
Yeah, so that's what it seemed like. Because I just think we weren't using him in the right
But can
situations.
I say this?
Go ahead.
Stewart didn't get his touches
Right.
until like the fourth quarter when they just trying to milk the clock.
You're right.
And they don't want
You're
the
right.
little guys
You're
darting
right.
and dancing
You're
out
right.
there.
You're right.
So I kind of feel like, well, what if it was a close game? Would Stewart have had those touches?
Yeah, I still do believe that. Like you said, they should have been using John Stewart a little bit more, especially early on.
Mm-hmm.
Early on, they should have been using him more.
Who gets more yards after the first contact as a running back?
Exactly.
Ain't too many guys.
And not a whole lot of people get it done, except for Jay Stu.
Right, and then my other thing with McCaffrey that I saw watching the game was they were going to strip the ball from him.
Yeah.
And I was like, I hope somebody, like, maybe they try and get this guy a little rookie lesson.
Right.
Because they were stripping, it was after the whistle, but I'm like, they're obviously trying to strip the ball, looked like they was chirping at him a little bit.
Yep.
And so I said, I hope in the second half, or during halftime, somebody said, hey, Christian, you know you're a rookie and they're trying to get you, right? And then he came out and he had that strip in the second half. I'm like, not thinking that he about to fumble the ball all the time, but just,
He's young, you know, he's young. I don't think it's going to be something normal for him. Like you say, he's a rookie, and they just picked out.
Welcome to the NFL.
Yeah, and like you said, they were feeding him the ball a lot, so it was bound to happen.
Yeah?
It was bound to happen.
What do you think going to happen with McCaffrey after this? Coming up with Buffalo.
I think it's going to be pretty good. I hope Shula learns to use him.
Do you like Shula? You can say the truth now. This is, you like him when you don't. You don't have to worry about, like, is he going to watch it?
Look, let me tell you. I'm going to say this. Shula is okay. That's all I'm going to say. That's all. I'm not going to bring any negativity to
he
your
doesn't
show.
like Shula.
Shula is okay. Okay,
You gotta be you on the show, man.
But I do wish Shula would just do better at his job. That's all I'm gonna say. Just be better at your job. That's all.
I like you, but be better at your job.
Yeah, you're not good at your job. Just do better at your job.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all.
There's so many ways I want to use that, but we got a time limit,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna stay
no,
on
yeah,
course
man,
here. I'm gonna let you handle this one completely. Graham Gano.
I don't know what to say about Graham Gano, man. I see a lot of people don't like him.
How did he do yesterday?
He did awesome, man. He didn't miss nothing, so he did good.
Awesome?
Yeah, he did awesome. He didn't miss anything.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. Now, anytime he goes up there, I kind of hold my breath. But maybe that's just my nerves. But I think Graham Gano did well. A lot of Panther fans don't like him. I have my times where I don't like him also.
Should we keep it? Or should we go with the rookie?
I want to go with the better kicker. I hate to be.
Who do you think is better? I feel like you're
I
holding your
can't
breath
say.
on
Look,
yourself.
I cannot say Butt Curry is the better kicker. I can't.
You like that name, though, don't you?
Yeah, butt kicker. But I actually call him butt kicker in one of my videos because everybody else was calling him butt kicker.
You know his Twitter handle is something like butt
I think it is butt cocaine.
So I think you can
Well,
call it
man,
what you want.
look, but I would prefer to just go ahead and go with Butker. You know,
Okay.
I think we babysitting Graham Gano. I think he's a cool guy. I think he's done his job, but
Trade Gano, keep Butker.
yeah,
Is that what you're hoping for?
Yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to, my opinion, we don't need to be carrying 3 kickers. Like yesterday, it would have really been nice to have a fullback. It would have been nice to have a
We
fullback.
had Ed Dixon as fullback.
It would have been nice to have. It would have been nice to have a fullback. But yeah, we don't need to be carrying 3 kickers, and I think this is just something that Marty Herney is doing. To I think he really wants to trade him. He don't want to release Graham Gano. He don't want to release Butker because if he does, he's not gonna make it through the waiver.
Right. So this is what I feel like I thought about this, that he's actually rolling the dice pretty hard.
Yeah.
Because what if Gano goes out and misses it?
Yeah.
He's no longer tradable, right?
Yeah,
Who's gonna want him?
Exactly.
Like, we don't need to give you that because you don't want him.
So the time is now. He didn't miss anything yesterday. So let's do this.
Oh,
He didn't miss anything. No, I don't want this to become a situation, and I don't want to get off topic because I know I was going to do this. I don't want this to be a Derek Anderson situation. I've been saying this for the longest. We should have got rid of Derek Anderson.
Ooh.
We should have traded Derek Anderson when his stock was high.
My son is doing cartwheels right now. He doesn't like Derek Anderson.
I'm like, it's not that I don't like him.
Well,
I think that he's a good quarterback, and I've been saying this. All my subscribers know. I think he could start anywhere. Now his stock is dropping so far, we couldn't get anything for him. So I think now with Gano, he didn't miss nothing yesterday. So let's trade him now while his stock is high.
You know what?
But if it doesn't happen, he's gonna miss something. He's gonna miss a big kick, and then we're just gonna end up releasing him.
If I'm allowed to have a moment,
Okay.
I personally really like Graham Gano. He's one of my favorite guys out there. It's hard for me to report the negative or the bad things that can happen with these guys.
Yeah.
But you just made a good point, right? If we keep him one of them because we're trying to trade him,
Right.
you're probably trying to trade the guy that you just showed, which would be Gano.
Yeah.
He just had a really good game.
Yeah. That's what.
Let's really try to. Oh man, I don't like that. You might be right.
But hey, I hope that's what he's doing. I hope that's what Herney is doing. If not, then we're gonna be stuck.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about the defense yesterday. We had 4 sacks, 6 tackles for a loss, 8 quarterback hits. You said you really like that defense yesterday.
Man, I love this defense. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to keep it professional.
No, keep it Coletrain.
I love this defense, man. They look really good. We look like a all-star defense out there. I'm gonna say that to the camera. We look like an all-star defense out there, baby Bubba. We look really good, man.
Who do you like most on that defense yesterday?
Man, it's hard to say, but of course the interior linemen, KK and Star, I don't even know. But they were so disruptive. It was nice to see Julius out there to get a sack. That should have been a sack fumble. They blew the whistle too fast. But
you think Star gonna get a good contract?
I hope so. I think he deserves it. This is one thing Herney can't mess up. He shouldn't mess this up.
How did you like the switching of Peppers and Johnson?
It was great. I think it was a good combination, very good combination. Even though I don't think Charles Johnson showed up too much, I think he did what he should have did. I think he did his job. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was a great combination, and Mario Addison and Wes Horton, they really showed up, man. Wes Horton has always been that defensive end to me that just, hey, he just all right. I don't even know why he's still on this team, but he, the way he played yesterday, it showed why he's still on this team, man. Mm-hmm. And I think with KK and Star, they really are motivating this line to play at a high level. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like Kurt Coleman flying around a little bit yesterday, right? Getting his flex in. And then I kind of got to laugh at our cornerbacks, how they both at the same time had to tap out.
Hey, it was Marcus Goodwin. He gave him cramps, man. Yeah, Marcus Goodwin.
You see Brad Bear's tweet after the game?
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious, man.
Dude was running straight nines all day. What y'all expect from me?
Exactly, man.
Brad Bear, get it together.
Yeah, he get it.
So next up, Buffalo Bills, aka Carolina Panthers 2.0.
Right. Buffalo Panthers. Carolina Bills.
Ron Rivera today said that it's going to be an emotional game because it's not just executive levels with the coaches. You got, what was it, Bean? I forget the guy's name exactly. The assistant general, Brandon Bean. And then you got players. You got Tolbert. You got Corey Brown, who's no longer there. He was relieved.
Yeah,
you got,
that's crazy.
You got Joe Webb that's up there. And there's one more. Oh, and we traded a wide receiver.
Right.
So he said it's like a homecoming. You think it's going to be an emotional game. Your thoughts on that aspect of the upcoming game?
To me, in my opinion, it's going to be a scary game. A lot of people a lot of people are saying this is going to be an easy win, but in my opinion, I'm not quite sure about that. Sean McDermott knows this offense. Sean McDermott knows Cam. So I'm pretty sure he's going to play to that. But I still think we're going to come out with the
You think it's going to be a tough game?
I think so, because
you think any of those guys would be like pissed off? You know how like D'Angelo left was pissed.
Exactly. That's what they do. That's what ex-Carolina Panther players do.
Yeah.
They lead a team and get pissed off and try to take it out on us. And the only person that really was successful at that was Steve Smith.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to try their hardest. They're going to try their hardest.
Right.
Tolbert is going to get out there. Did he score yesterday?
He got a touchdown.
He got a touchdown.
Yeah. Most of the guys we sent up there, Tolbert and I forget the receiver's name, but I believe the receiver scored as well.
Was it Clay?
Cassius Clay?
No, yeah, that was him, Cassius Clay. But yeah, I think that's what they're going to do. It's going to be a tough game. And not just only because they're ex-Panther players, but they also had Tyrod Taylor over there, man. And that dude is, he's a dangerous quarterback, especially, on the run. He's so I think it's going to be a pretty tough game. But I expect us to come out, and I expect Steve Wilkes, the student, is going to become the master. The student is going to become the master, and I think we're going to get it done.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so now my timer went off, so I got to be true to my 15 minutes.
Right.
Start to wind us on down, even though we might have to figure out some kind of way to continue to keep you involved. Some kind of way.
Hey, man, I'm here, man. I ain't got nothing else to do but a job.
But a job.
Yeah, I got a job and a family, so we can't keep it too long.
Schedule-wise, coming up, I'm not one of those guys, when the schedule come out, some people do like a whole show on the schedule.
Yeah.
I don't get into that, but one thing that I have noticed, we got kind of in the middle of the season, we got 4 out of 5 games on the road. I don't know if people pick that up or not.
Right.
Not that I feel like that's a big thing or a bad thing, just like, hey, we got 4 out of 5 games, which I think is just tough mentally for those guys to keep up. But I want to ask you, I don't do predictions.
You asking the wrong person. Yeah, right. That's one of my biggest things. I do not do predictions. I don't like, because if I have to, then I'm gonna say we're gonna win them all. That's just
we're gonna win them all.
And like I told you, I'm not a superstitious person.
But you just have superstitious tendencies.
Exactly. I got superstitious tendencies, so I don't like to predict the games. If anything, I go in there and say we're gonna win. That's what I say.
Give me this. Over 500 or under 500?
Over 500.
You willing to say playoffs or not playoffs? No. You're not willing to comment on that?
I don't. We're going to make the playoffs. We're going to make the playoffs.
You know what I do like?
I can't believe you made me say that.
It's all right. What I do like is that our last game of the season is against the Atlanta Falcons, right?
Yeah.
Why do I like that? So many years when we won the NFC South Championship, clearly in my mind I remember going down to Atlanta. It's this game, and we play it, and it's a big game, whether it's a playoff berth, whether it's a division, and we win that game, and it's a good thing. So I like that that's the last game,
right?
Because I feel like I don't know what's going on,
exactly.
But that's going to give us some hope, because in the past it's been something good.
And hopefully that game won't even matter. That's what's going to happen. The game won't even matter, because we'll be already in there, and we'll just go in there, and it'll be Brandon Kaya playing. It won't even be Derek Anderson. It'll be Brandon Kaya playing.
All right, so we got to wrap it up. But like I said, I want you guys to, I don't know which camera I want to look at, so I'm going to go to this one, to follow my man, Pat Coletrain, really intelligent guy, really funny guy, lots of personality. All of his information to follow him will be at the bottom of the video, so just scroll down, click on the link. But Pat, I'm going to let you look into that camera, say whatever you want to say.
I just want to say, first I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. They got me here on the big stage. But first, follow me on Twitter at Pat Coletrain. Hit me up on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Pat Coletrain. And keep pounding, baby Bubba. I said, baby Bubba. Keep on pounding.
That's what I wanted. I wanted to hear all the sayings that he has. So thank you guys as always for watching. I want to hear a lot of engagement from you guys, questions that you have, a lot of new segments that are going to be coming out. So just keep on watching. Subscribe to the channel, share it with a friend, tell a friend. Everything's at Charlotte Vibe for social media. Keep pounding, as my man Pat said. We out.